What's cracking? Who we got? Anybody here? Ain't nobody here. All right. So I can't play no music because they won't monetize me if I play somebody music. So somebody got to come on before I start talking. Ain't ain't nobody. Somebody on there. I see you. Don't be hiding. Who got a question? You want to know something? Ask your boy. I might know some. I might know something you want to know. In and out. I seen somebody, somebody peeking. So look, I'm monetized now. I'm not allowed to play music. I will be bumping some music, but I, I'm unable to do that right now. I'm even getting a phone call. Hey, Squirt.
Hey, John Van John, you got
Hey, I can't talk right now. I'm kind of doing a video and I'm on live.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
All right, go.
Done.
So let me make sure this is on silent. Okay, so what's up? Somebody got to have a question. Somebody got to have something going. It's Friday. It's Friday night. What's what? It ain't even night yet. The sun is still out. It's a beautiful day. It's a little cloudy, a little, you know what I'm saying? But the sun is shining. Where y'all at? What y'all got going on? It's Friday night. I know somebody got something cracking. Where it's at? Go and drop your boy a line so I can, pop in, give me something to eat. I know y'all got some drink and got some food up in there. I'm gonna need me something. Okay, somebody dropped off. Don't nobody want to hear me. You don't want to hear me? You too near me not to hear me. Check your boy out. Hey, Lil J. I'm WhiteCrip about to go to CDC myself for a little bit of time. You got any advice for a youngster? Yes, stay out of the way. Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have much to worry about, you know what I'm saying? From what I hear in the prisons, you know what I'm saying now, they ain't after white crips like that. They done let that go. But you know what I'm saying, whatever you do, if you gotta sit up in there, get what you can up out of there. Be ready, because somebody gonna try you. It's gonna happen. You can count on that. But just stand tall. Whatever you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, everything you do will follow you from when you first get there until you walk out that gate. Everything you do is part of your reputation that you are creating for yourself. And some people create themselves a really bad situation. People, what I'm saying, don't know. That's like they just made that movie, Get Hard. It was comedy, but what I'm saying, people really have to deal with the mental fuckery that goes on in prison because like I said, I spent over 20 years inside of a cage, and I'm not really, what I'm saying, like happy person. I'm blessed. I'm doing better than I've ever been doing. I'm working on myself every day, but it's still, that mentality is still in my head, and like I wear a mask. Most people don't understand. I wear a mask, and smiling is something that isn't common. My face isn't used to it, but I do it, and you know what I'm saying, at times I have to tell myself to smile, or you know what I mean. People be like, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" And for years, I had people, you know what I'm saying, used to ask me, "Man, are you okay? Is something wrong? You look like your dog died or something." And I was, what I mean, at the time, I was in prison. I was mad at the world. Why? Because the world was mad at me. it was rough. I didn't, you know what I'm saying, I didn't grow up in the Brady Bunch, or and I didn't grow up in a family like that. My family had issues, you know what I'm saying, real world issues like a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying? I don't put myself as oh, you know what I'm saying, I had it better than anybody else ever on in life. Nah, because I know of people who've had it worse than I've had it. So, that's the thing. All you gotta do is keep going. Keep going. Figure out what you want, and then set that in front of you and keep it in your mind. This is something I've been doing since when I was a kid. All I wanted was a name and a reputation. Now I got it, but you know what I mean. Personally, it ain't shit. I got a name and a reputation. I used to think I wasted my life just to get a reputation. Reputation ain't gonna give me no pension, no. You know what I'm saying? Health care. I can't go to the dentist. You know what I mean? I got bills. You know what I mean? So I got to go work. And at the same time, when I first got out of prison after doing the 12 years, they told me I qualify for SSI and I can go down and fill out the paperwork and get Social Security or whatever. And I couldn't do that. If I would have done that, I'd be back in prison. It's a trap. It's a setup. And you know what I'm saying? I don't see how more people don't understand. It's it's invented and designed for us to fail. You know, it's the trap. And that's the thing, you can't get caught up. You gotta that's the thing. I wasn't smart enough. I went, you know what I'm saying, I went the quick route, and I went after the fast money and the fast life, and ended up, you know what I'm saying, stuck up in a box for 20 years. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong, little Jay. Just keep your head up, man. That's all you gotta do, man, because this too shall pass. But like I said, you know what I'm saying, get what you can out of the system. You have to be there. While you're there, figure out what you want. You know what I mean? Look, I done been, like I said, I did over 20 years in California prisons. I've been through janitorial maintenance of vocation. I've been through, what's the other one? Vocational dry cleaning. You know what I mean? They had us dry cleaning all the police uniforms. Man, look, hey, hey, it's over with now. You can't do nothing but look. Back in the day, we should take the insulation because certain cops they got their name on their shirt, and we would take the insulation of fiberglass, and then we would rub it inside the shirt, and then press it in the, you know what I mean, with the steam press and everything, and then wrap it up in plastic and send it out. Ooh, I know that fool got that shirt, you know what I'm saying? That shit was itching. Thank you, player. I'm gonna stand tall and remain reputable and get the most I can out of the situation. That's what's up, man. Last time I was in prison, I was taking college courses. I was taking business, and I'm like maybe 6 or 7 classes away from getting an AA degree. Uh, you always got to upgrade self. Always upgrade self, because no one's gonna wait in line for you to catch up. And that's the thing. I started out behind, and I've been behind, and I'm still behind, and you know what I'm saying, but it don't matter. I'm still going, because if you never give up, eventually you'll get there. I might not get there with the people that I went to school with and the people that, you know what I'm saying, stayed in school and did what they were supposed to do, but I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean? Because I'm a can't stop, won't stop guy. You know what I mean? I ain't with being broke. I don't need to be rich. I don't want to be a baller. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to provide for my family and be able to live a life that I am proud of. I love my job. You know what I mean? I work for the best company in the world. But at the same time, I don't want to bust my ass for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I'm getting older, and I figured, this is something new, because now, I got to get my book out because I gotta provide some other streams of income because the company I work for, even though I love them, I work 10 hours a day. That's 50 hours a week, and I used to work a lot of overtime. I've worked. I remember working 103 hours in 1 week, and that was no life, no time, no nothing. I work, I sleep, I eat, and I clean myself, and that's it. That was all I was doing. And it's not really living. So, I like to be able to go places and do things, but it costs an arm and a leg. And I wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. I'm like E40, saying? I was born with a rusty one, you know. But that's cool, I'm gonna still feed myself. I'm gonna eat, believe that. And that's what I say. I ain't with being broke. Yo, Snowroc, what you do to go to jail? Which time? My first offense, I was 9 years old. I shot somebody. Long stories, don't take it that way. Uh, I was 9 years old. My mother got hit by a guy. He broke my mom's jaw. I went and got my uncle's rifle and shot the guy in the leg. I wasn't trying to shoot him in the leg. I was trying to kill him. But like I said, I was 9 years old, so I was trying to protect my family. My father was getting beat up outside the front fence of our yard. My mother went up to the fence and called the guy, called the guy's mother a bitch, who's was the guy who's fighting with my dad in front of the house. They're on the ground right now fighting. And two doors down, the people, the mom, the uncle, and the brother are on their, porch watching. So my mom comes out to the fence and says, "Bitch, why don't you just leave us alone?" It was just, that's life. But that was my first offense, assault with a deadly weapon. And but I was a screw up. I was bad. But I grew up in a dysfunctional family. My father had alcohol problems, and you know what I mean. It was rough. You know what I mean. I grew up in the hood, and I was the only white boy over there. So I remember coming home beat up like a bloody nose or a busted lip or something, and mom was patching me up, and I'm like, "Mom, can we move, please?" And she said, "Boy, we ain't got no money to move. Get your ass back outside and play." I went back outside. As soon as I come around that corner, come out the alley. "What you doing?" "I ain't got nowhere else to go. This is my neighborhood too." And I ain't going nowhere. But anyway, so my first offense was an armed robbery. My second offense, I was 11 years old. I got talked into climbing in a window so the bigger kids could break into a house, and got caught up. Uh, Third offense, my dad told the police that I hit him. They charged me with assault and sent me to juvenile camp. I got out, and now my dad put me out of the house. I was on the streets, and you know, my mom, she was always there for me, but she could only do so much because she had to live in the house with my abusive father, and he he hey, they did what they did the best they could. I don't blame my parents, For me, I was a screw up, I was chasing a fast dollar and a reputation. Like I said, all I wanted was reputation. So, I created the situations that put me in the situations that led me to the situations to where I am today. And today, I'm living my best life. I am, I've been out longer than I've been out since I was 9. I've been living my best life. I've been married 5.5 years. I'm blessed by the best, praying for the rest. I look, like I say, right now, life is, a bunch of things came piling in on me. I gotta move. I gotta move in a few days. Okay. I'm moving, and then right after this, I'm having surgery. Okay, before this, they cut my hours at work. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Before this, this it's a lot. So, you know what I mean? It's a lot been going on. So I've been struggling and trying to make ends meet. But like I say, I'm blessed by the best, praying for the rest. You know what I mean? I just got monetized this month. They started paying me. So if you guys watching, please subscribe. If you know what I'm saying, see a commercial, watch the commercial. That's how I get, you know what I'm saying, my little pennies. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, you know what I'm saying, I can use it. So that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm a small time hustler trying to make it, and like I said, it's so much uh life is so much better because I spent, like I said, over 20 years in California prison system. Right. That's no. Hey, Zell, Dozer, what's up? But that's the thing, man. I've been out here living, and I've done so many things since I've been home. I've me and my wife, we went to South Dakota. I went to Mount Rushmore. We went to Crazy Horse. Oh, I see. Good looking out. I appreciate the likes and the little hearts. I think that helps my channel. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all watching and paying attention. Subscribe, like, share. You know what I'm saying? It's all appreciated. My little thing is bubbling. I'm getting monetized now. This is a new thing for me. Denver, Colorado. Man, that's a long way. You know what I'm saying? I gotta drive through there, man. It's some beautiful country. Me and my wife, you know what I'm saying? We was just passing through. But we took the long way around because we had been to South Dakota. I got family out there and I gotta, you know what I'm saying, take care of my folks. So I had to go out there the first time, help out my uncle, you know what I'm saying, with he had a pump went out and he needed some work done, a couple trees cut down on the property and the house painted and some other stuff. So me and the wife went out there on vacation and knocked it all out, got out of there a couple days early and was able to go she worked out the budget and everything so that we had a couple days work early. So we left my uncle and was able to spend 2 days traveling through Yellowstone. But you know what I'm saying, on another trip when we were leaving, we had been back and forth the same way for like 3 trips. So on our way home, we wanted to see some different scenery in a different part of the country. So we went down into Colorado and then over through Arizona. It was a beautiful trip. I like to drive, and it was, you know what I'm saying, it was fun being out and about and not having to worry about nothing. Me and the wife, it was just me and her crossing the country, and it was a trip. You know what I mean? I ain't. Oh yeah, I got to do some fishing in Yellowstone. Man, hey, it was off the hook. I ain't never. Now, I was wrong because I was cheating. I had a spinner and a spinning rod. We don't use fly rods out here in Southern California, so I can't do nothing with it. And then we went to the gift shop, and the only ones they had was $140. I'm only going to be here for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? So a fishing rod that I'm only going to use once or twice for $140. That wasn't in my budget. So I put a fly on a regular rod and reel and tried to use that, and it wasn't working. So I got frustrated and put on a silver spoon with a little rooster tail. Man, I threw that out there the first cast. Pow! Caught me a cool little trout. Unhooked him, let him go. Second cast. Pow! Another trout. 3 in a row. My third cast. Pop, another one. Now the guy that's upstream from me with the waders on and the basket and the fly rod, he's fly fishing and he's walking his way down through the river just to get over to me to let me know that, hey, if they catch you with that rod, they're gonna get you a ticket. Oh, really? Yeah, you're not allowed to use. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. I unhooked the fish, let it go jump in the truck, put the fish pole in the back of the truck, drive down the road about another 200, 300 yards, pull over. Man, wait till it rains. Get them night crawlers. Oh man, yeah. See, that's the thing. I was just passing through, and it was so the water was so clear. You know, you could see the fish. It was beautiful country. You know, all through Yellowstone. They had big old bison, buffaloes just walking past your car. You know, and it was a trip. Me and the wife had a blast. It was an experience. Oh yeah, gotta have a license. Yeah, see, I didn't like I said, I was just, passing through and it was spur of the moment and gotta get in and get out. Shh, don't tell nobody. But now another time, another time I got to go to Texas a couple years back, and me and the wife ended up parking the RV on the side of the Brazos River, and they say it's the biggest river in Texas. So we was out there and we, I'm saying, man, they had some fat largemouth. I'm saying, I'm catching 4 or 5 pounders, I mean, like regular. And I was using bluegill, but I got my license out in Texas, and we was legit. I mean, we was out there for a couple of days. Me and the wife, we had a blast. We was out by Waco. We got to go see the little, tourist traps they got out there, the silos, and experience. I'm saying, it's beautiful country. I ain't, I'm saying, they say everything's bigger in Texas. If you ever go to Texas and see a gas station called Bucky's, you'll believe it. That was a good one though. Me and the wife, we went to that place, and I ain't never seen. It's a gas station on super steroids. It's like a Costco gas station. You know what I mean? But they got literally like 60 pumps. It's like 60 pumps. And then you go inside and it's walls. It's walls full of candy, nuts. You know what I mean? All kinds of, they got in the middle, they got a whole smoking section where they're smoking meat in the gas station. Man, no, I'm not bullshitting. Bucky's, check it out. So what y'all got up, man? It's Friday night. I know because somebody, I know some. Oh, if you go camping in Colorado, gotta have a rifle or a shotgun for bears and mountain lions. Oh yeah, see, I ain't going camping out there. I'm good. If I got to, I'm saying, no, no, no. See, that's the thing, I'm saying, I stay in my zone and they stay in their zone and we don't have no problems. I don't have a problem with animals. I don't have a problem with bears. I don't have a problem with the mountain lions, as long as they don't have a problem with me. Because I know I don't look like food. And if I do look like food, I'm saying, I'm going to look like the worst food you ever tried to eat. I'm a survivor. So, I mean, if something comes, tries to eat me, then, I'm saying, I'm going to have to, I'm saying, stop it somehow. you know. So what's up, people? Friday night. It's Friday night. I know somebody got something going on. Where it's at? Were we at the beach? Who got the bonfire? Oh, ads will run shortly, people. I guess this notification is supposed to tell me. I don't know if they run or not, because some last time I guess I had my folks. It was like, nah, you were saying that they were supposed to be. So I don't know, what I'm saying? Because when this comes on, I figure, what I'm saying, they got a little timer clicking, and I figure once that little timer clicks out, then they're gonna be done, and then they're gonna show a commercial or whatever. What I mean? And while they're doing that, I'm still talking, and I'm like, "Is anybody here? I don't know if you're here." They got me looking all silly. Don't tell nobody though. But anyway, what y'all got up Friday night, man? What I'm saying? I'm trying to get out, get up, get some. What y'all got up? I know somebody got something. It was what 2 weeks ago. What I'm saying? I was out. Me and the wife, daughters came, had I'm saying family and friends over. I'm saying had a little bonfire out at Mission Beach. Man, it was cool out there. We just I'm saying we just came late, found the spot, jumped in, and made do. But that's the thing. That's what I love about San Diego. I'm born and raised out here. I'm saying it costs everything costs too damn much. They make it hard on you, boy. But because I used to hustle, and do illegal business, and now my hustle is all legit. So I'm on YouTube. I'm saying, I got a job, I work. I'm saying, all legit. So it money don't come as fast and as easy. But I'm saying, it's what it is. I'm still, I'm saying, out here. And what are you gonna do? It's San Diego. You ain't got no money. We got a few dollars for gas. You just go to the beach, burn some old wood that I had around the job. Man, a good night was had by all. Wife, family. I'm saying, everybody got to enjoy the little beach. We was right on the water. Had the roller coaster right behind us. You know, got hungry. Family went and got some taco shop from right across the street from the roller coaster. We was right there, man. So what's up, man? I know y'all got something going this weekend. It's the holiday. Somebody going camping. Somebody, what you doing? We going out to the beach. What we doing? We barbecuing. What? Come on now, don't be holding out. I know where you live. Nah, see, that's the thing. I'm saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to find somebody. I'm saying, where I can get in where I fit in and go get a meal. Who got some barbecue? I'm coming through. Nah, I'm saying, I've been, I'm saying, we trying to pack up and getting ready to move, I'm saying, so got to get up out of here and get into a smaller house. But it is what it is, life gives you what it gives you, I'm saying? You deal with the best way you can, you keep pushing because it's going to get better. No matter what, it's going to get better. I've been on the bottom, so this is great. And this is rough times right now, but this is great. I got a beautiful wife. I got, I'm saying, two daughters, mother-in-law, I'm saying, uncle, sister, nephew, cousins, and man, I'm saying, this is the best life. Everybody's healthy, everybody's doing good. My nephew's about to graduate from high school up in Oregon. I'm proud of him, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's just right now it's a struggle. California, they make it hard. All my family is left. All my family's left. I got a sister. She moved up to Washington State. I got a cousin. He, I'm saying, he moved up to Oregon. I got another cousin moved out to Kentucky, I think. I gotta give him a call. I got, I'm saying, I got an uncle. He went out to South Dakota. So he went out there. He had to take care of his father. So his father moved out there after he retired because my grandfather, worked at UCLA. My grandfather worked at UCLA so long they kicked him out of there. He was up for retirement and he said, "No, I don't want to retire. I want to keep working." And he kept going and going and going. And he was an old laundry man, but he lived up to 103. So he raised my uncle, my mom, and you know. So if it wasn't for his old wretched ass, I wouldn't be here. But anyway, he passed on a couple years ago. So now my uncle's out there by himself, and I'm I miss him because I'm saying, that's my family, So my sister, I want to go see her, but I've been so much other stuff been going on, and everything, saying, is going up and work is getting worse and now surgery is coming, I don't know. I know something's coming. Hey, I see all that them hearts. I appreciate that, man. Saying? Keep them thumbs up too. Uh but what's up, man? Somebody got something for me. What y'all doing, man? It's Friday night. What's cracking? I know y'all got something going on. I got people leaving. Am I boring you? Hold on. uh So yeah, I'm learning this thing. I'm learning this YouTube thing because last time I did my little live thing, and then I guess I had to cut out the music because I'm not allowed to play music on here without the people's permission. But I'm working on it. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. I'm saying? If you ain't, you know what I'm saying, I just did a couple videos called The Yard with the homie Rassett, talking about the time we spent in Donovan, because me and my boy Rassett, he's doing, man, he's working on a whole lot of stuff. If you guys can go check out Pillars of the Community. He's, you know what I'm saying, he works there, and if you can go check out one of the other videos is The Yard. Anyone that says The Yard is ones with me and Rassett. It's a new thing I'm trying to do, because me and him, you know what I'm saying, we spent a long time together in the prison system. We spent like almost 5.5 years on The Yard together. And that's a long time for, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, but our relationship goes back before that. He grew up, you know what I'm saying, 3 houses away from my mama's house, where I grew up. And, he seen me around, but he was just a little kid. And, it was a bunch of little kids. So I didn't remember which one he was. And then he said something and he brought up some, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He, so the girl I was messing with at the time, she was calling me Mr. Perfect because I had the curl and I had just got out of juvenile camp, so I didn't get real big or nothing like that. I've always been big, but I had a growth spurt and I got taller and I was up there running obstacle course and hitting the weights and you know what I'm saying, eating the good, you know what I'm saying, and I got a little bit bigger and you know what I'm saying, I came home. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I thought I was all that. But no one knew about that unless you were there, because only the people around there knew about that because I wouldn't, don't call me that. But that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? The homie's been clowning me, you know what I'm saying, forever. You know what I mean? I remember, you know what I'm saying, I was in prison with Rassett. I was talking about in Donovan because I spent like almost 8.5 years on that yard in Donovan. And you know what I'm saying, I had long hair all the way around the sides. The top is gone, you know. It's all gone now, but back then, you know what I'm saying, I had hair this long. So I would have my hair in braids and I kept my hair braided up. And it was a joke, but you know what I'm saying? I was serious, because I used to joke with the homies and be like, man, look, instead of a white and a black riot, don't hit the white boy with braids. But yeah, I mean, the homies knew. Yeah, I mean, it was a joke. I was clowning. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So me and Rassa, we spent years, half a decade, sitting on that yard in Donovan. A lot of craziness happened. A lot of craziness. I've been through all kinds of stuff in prison, and Donovan was Donovan was the best time I've done, because it's San Diego's home. It's like home base. And you know what I mean, I was there 8 years. I was able to, manipulate and do what I needed to do, and I was doing a lot. I was trying to be as comfortable as possible, and that was as comfortable as you could get. I had a few extras, let's just say that. This was before cell phones and all that. So, you know what I mean? We were just, you know, drugs were plentiful. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of money on the yard because in prison they have pay jobs. And it's all slave labor. But you know what I'm saying? The pay jobs that we want to get, everybody wants a pay job. And a pay job starts off at 30 cents an hour. 30 cents an hour? 30 cents an hour. That's sad. But people want that. And you know what I'm saying? When I got there, it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got to do something. I'm trying to mentally train myself to go to work every day. I'm in prison, but I'm still trying to mentally train myself to go to work every day. So I'm in PIA, Prison Industry Authority. This is where you get paid, and it starts off at 30 cents an hour. I worked my way up to the top, and then I moved into another section and worked my way up to the top, and then another section and worked my way up to the top. I was the guy that the boss, the big boss from up in the office came down to my area and told me to do something and wanted me, no, he wanted me to work a double shift. I don't have a problem with working a double shift, but you have to let me know ahead of time. If you don't let me know ahead of time, I'm not staying because I didn't bring one, enough weed, two, enough cigarettes, and three, enough food. So, you bring your lunch and you go to work. And you want me to stay back here and I'm gonna run out of cigarettes or I'm gonna run out of weed and you know what I mean? No. If I have this plan and you tell me, hey, I need you to work a double, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me know ahead of time. I can do that. GP, sup, Snow? Tapping in. But we in here. Good looking out. Good looking out. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? They monetize your boy, you know what I mean? So it ain't much, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a crumb I can get my hands on. It's hard on the yard, and your boy, you know what I'm saying, trying to get it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Donovan, people were happy to have a PIA job. And it was work, but it was, you know what I'm saying, they knew, you know what I'm saying, it was gonna be motherfuckers slacking off. So that's the thing. It was an older dude that laced me up. He was like, youngster, if you learn this machine right here, you'll always have a job here. I'm like, really? So, you know what I'm saying? I soaked it up. I'm a sponge and I'm far from slow, special. You know what I'm saying? So once he showed me that machine, you know what I'm saying, it was on, bam. So now I'm in there and I can make shit happen because he was leaving and he was trying to find somebody to lace up. Like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? This is a cush job and you can do this. And now, you know what I'm saying? This being off that yard all day keeps you out of a lot of shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? And look at this. When you get this job, you get these. He had some scissors that were like this long with the handle where your whole hand goes in like the brass knuckles, and then your thumb is in the other part. So you got a stabbing weapon that's like that long. And you got them on your in your holster all day. And he's like, you see this? When you wear this, ain't nobody gonna mess. Ain't man white boy gonna run up on you. And it was a brother, you know what I mean? He knew my situation. He knew, you know what I'm saying, of me through, you know what I'm saying, other people. So, you know what I mean, he was from Dago and we had a little connection. So he laced me up and it was good game because it helped me to survive. And what was crazy was when white guys get sent to work for me and there's like skinheads and I've seen, you know what I'm saying, I remember one time they had this one dude, he came in there and he was a skinhead. So he worked for like 2 days and uh, when you come in there and you work in my section, once the boss, oh, I'm nice, I explain everything to you. Once the boss walks out the door, I tell you, come here, let me show you this back here so that you know where the fire extinguishers and everything is at. I take him in the back of the machine, and I ask him, man, what you want to do? You got a problem with me? And that motherfucker damn near peed on himself. No, man, I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got no problem with you. So I'm like, all right, well, look here, you know what I'm saying? I just want you to know, I'm gonna be here. If you try some bullshit, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna go bad for you. It's gonna go bad. He's like, man, look, I'm not here for that. The next day he quit. It was like 2 weeks after that, he was off the yard. He was into drugs, and you know, what I mean, I knew that he could be manipulated. So, I had to let him know from the beginning because if I leave him in a situation where he can come up behind me or do something when I'm in the machine, or you know, I can't have you in my area and I can't trust you. So I'm gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, uncomfortable, and you're gonna leave, or you know what I'm saying, we could deal with this, like men. And he just he moved on. But yeah, he had in a few weeks he was there because he wasn't there, you know what I'm saying, but did like a month and a half and ran up some drug debts or something and couldn't pay. And next thing you know what I'm saying, he was a torpedo for somebody else who owed and didn't. The drug thing was bad in Donovan. There was a lot of there was a there was a lot of dope on the yard. and a lot of dope fiends. So when a situation like that, it's it is what it is. You just gotta make do with what you got. So what's up, people? You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got enough for anybody? Anybody? It's Friday night, people. I know somebody got something going on for Friday night. Where the barbecue at? Where the girls at? Where y'all at? Anybody? Going once. Okay. Y'all just bored. Y'all want to hear a story? What y'all want to hear about? Help me. Okay, so way back in the day, once upon a time, nah. So I'm gonna go back to campo on y'all, man. People don't understand. When I was in juvenile camp, that's when I was having fun. I remember being on the 3 yard with you, kid. Yeah, I remember you being on the 3 yard too, fool. Damn fool. Nah, man. So we gonna go back to campo, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was in camp, that was like good time. That was fun time. I was able to be a kid. I was around other kids. You know what I'm saying? We were in locked up facility and juvenile. It was called Juvenile Ranch Facilities. And it was way out in Campo, and it was 2 miles, uh, uh, 2 miles north of the Tecate border to Mexico. There was a border patrol station right there. There was a historic trading post. The trading post was like there was a famous shootout with the family that owned the store had a shootout with some famous banditos or something right there on the border because they used to come across the border and raid, take what they want, and go back. And couldn't nobody chase them. So one time they came and the store owner's like, nah, you know what I mean? You ain't taking nothing, and laid them down. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a historic thing, and they made that like a historical landmark. There's also a train museum. I've been out there, you know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, you know what I'm saying? I done took family out there just showing them because it was like, in Campo, I could be a kid. I didn't have to worry about, gang banging and being on the streets and having finding a place to live and having to find some food, and I didn't have to worry about none of that. Everything was taken care of. I had 3 hots and a cot. I had people yelling at me, you know what I'm saying, telling me do this, do that. I had certain times, you know what I'm saying, it's quiet time, get on your bunk, be quiet. You know what I mean? But we was able to play. I mean, they had pool table in each dorm. They had a ping pong table in each dorm. They had the weights. They had all kinds of, you know what I'm saying, calisthenics. They used to do what they call Cali Rex. For those lazy people who don't understand, Cali Rex calisthenics. So that's, you know what I mean, push ups, sit ups, you know what I mean, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And it'd be officers. Now, I was a kid and I didn't understand. I didn't know what they were doing. They were just trying to burn up that energy that, you know what I'm saying, that adolescents have. There's a bunch of kids. So they trying to burn up that energy so that we don't, you know what I'm saying, get into BS. But we stayed in something. We stayed in all. You know what I mean? It was cool though. Camp was it was a good environment. I enjoyed Campo. I was able to go there twice. I got out. I went there when I was 13 the first time, and then I got out. I did 7 of the 8 months that I was sentenced to. I got out a month early, and then the second time it was like a half of a program because you didn't have to stay like the whole. But back in the day, you get sentenced to 8 months, 240 days, and that's the way. I mean, it was. But now they had people going for like 60 days and 90 days, and it was different. So the second time when I went, I was up there for 4 months, and they let me go to I was one of the first groups to go from Campo to what's called YDC. YDC was over in the coast. It was a building where they had like the school for the probation kids, and we all had an ankle monitor. We all had to check in. we all had to come there every day of the week, like school, and do our classes and whatever in there, and then go home. And then we're allowed to be in house or out with our family, and we have an ankle monitor on. So I was out there, and then that I got out, and then I that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? When I get out of the program, my mom says I can come home, but I can't come home because of my dad. So, I can come home, but then I have to find some place to go. And because my mom is always there, I love my mom. I'm coming, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming, but I can't go in the house. I can come over when my dad's not there. I can come by, but like I say, that I say it all the time. The community took me in. Uh, damn fool. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That's the way it was back in the day. I had the community took me in. I had Aunt Carol, she took me in. I had my play brother Ricky, he took me in. I had Kurt from around the corner, you know what I mean? He had me, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to lace me up to go to school and play football. But I was, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to rip and run the streets. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Like I said, I was chasing a reputation. So I'm chasing the reputation, for what? For what? And like I said, I used to say I wasted my life. I used to always say, man, I wasted my life for a fucking reputation. But I didn't, because I learned a lesson. The lesson I learned was that if I'm willing to do the work, if I'm willing to do the work it takes, it ain't nothing I can't do to get it done. I know your name. uh, Motherfucker, how long I've been knowing your ass? Man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see you though. I see you, dog. Uh, what's up, man? What you got up? It's Friday night, man. What you got up? What you doing? Y'all ain't doing nothing? It's Friday night. It's the weekend. No, man, I'm trying to do something, man. It's San Diego. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm broke, ain't got no money, done paid all my bills, you know what I'm saying, but I'm cool. I can, you know what I'm saying, drive down the beach, burn some wood. I can go hang out at a park, you know what I'm saying? I can go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and sit on the hill with my wife, go out to Sunset Cliffs. And you know what I mean, me and the wife just, you know what I mean, post up out there, take a blanket out on the cliffs, and you know what I mean, do the damn thing. Off work, chilling with my daughters, man. That's the best thing going right there, man. That's the best thing going. Look, I used to, man. My favorite part about the two daughters is that when they were younger, we get to go to the fair. We get to go ride the rides and play the games and not look like some old ass people. Like, what are y'all doing? Because I'm a big old kid. That ain't never changed. You know what I mean? That ain't never gonna change. I don't want to grow up. I'm a big old kid. But that's the thing, man. I don't want to grow up. I don't want to, I'm trying to live life, and that's my thing, if my goal, you know what I'm saying, when I get to a place where I got can do whatever I want, I'm gonna buy an RV, and me and my wife are gonna travel. She wants to see all the national parks, you know. So I want to see as much of the country as I can. I'm man, you know what I'm saying, I'm from here. You know what I mean? But nah, you know what I'm saying? I've seen so much. I used to sit in a cage in prison and watch show Aerial America. Steady ranching. I see you. That's what's up. That's what's up. But nah, I used to sit in a cage, man, and watch TV. We'd be on lockdown or whatever. My favorite shows was like Nature and all this stuff, you know what I mean, that they got Nova. That was one of my favorites. Because they always, you know what I'm saying, give you some game. But they have a lot of other stuff too. I'm trying to learn something. So I'm soaking up as much as I can. What can I do with it? I'm sitting in the cage, just watching Aerial America. They're flying around, showing different parts of the countries like, wow. Look at that river. I could be right there fishing. See, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I want on my bucket list, the Snake River. The Snake River. Now, the Snake River goes a long way. Anybody that knows, I believe that's the one that um uh Evil Knievel tried to jump a motorcycle over. Yeah, that was way back in the day. But I want to fish the Snake River. They got a bunch of fish, you know what I mean, but I want to go up there. I seen people. I was driving by. I was literally, my mom was up there in the hospital, and you know what I'm saying, I just had to go. So I just jumped in the car, got a rental, and smashed. And I'm talking about, I drove from all the way. We're like 20 minutes from Mexico, from Tijuana border. I drove from here to 150 miles south of the Canadian border in in Idaho, and I did all that in 23 hours. I was pushing. I got pulled over in Nevada. It was all bad. I was like, damn. But then, you know what I'm saying, the cop let me go with a warning and was like, man, look, you don't want to be in the hospital next to your mama. Slow down until you get out of Nevada. And he knew, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going, I can't, I'm not fixing to be going slow. My mama's in the hospital. I might never see her again. And I hadn't seen her in 12 years already. I've been in prison. And nah, you know what I'm saying, I'm fixing to go. You know what I'm saying, I'm going to get there. I was able to get there. My mom got out of the hospital that day. You know what I'm saying, it was all gravy. You know what I'm saying, mom's is good. I'm blessed. Like I say, I'm blessed. This was back in the day, because when I went up there on the way, you know what I'm saying, up there, we was driving by the Snake River and somebody was walking along the side with a fishing pole in one hand and a fish that big in the other hand. I want one of them. So, you know what I mean? But it was spots where we're driving by the river, and there's, I'm saying, a whole bunch of tubes and big rafts, and they're all in the river, and it's like, man, I'm saying, this, it's a lot going on. And I ain't never experienced nothing like that. You know what I mean? All that is new to me. So the best I got, I'm saying, was fishing in the San Diego River or swimming in the San Diego River. Yeah, I bet that. Don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? I grew up fishing in the San Diego River right there by Mission Valley. Man, yeah, hey, I was a kid. That's where I used to fish. And, you know what I'm saying? When I couldn't catch no fish and I was bored, I have jumped in there and went swimming on more than one occasion. Now they talk about how polluted it is and this and that. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I know it's still fish down there. I ain't been down there in a while, but, you know what I'm saying? There's fish down there, and I done been down there and I done caught a bunch of fish. We just don't eat them no more. Yeah, no. I'll send it back. I don't know whether it's, you know what I'm saying, yeah, we old now. Man, that's sad. Don't tell nobody. I'm refusing. I'm not accepting it. My shoulder, you know what I'm saying, needs surgery, so it's accepted. But I'm not accepting it. I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm still here, man, living my best life. I got so much left in front of me. The first 50 is over, but the second 50 is started now. So, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got a whole lot left in front of me. So I'm gonna be here, you know what I'm saying, so I'm gonna show it to y'all if y'all stay on the line. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing, man. I ain't going nowhere. Man, I feel you. I feel you. I'm one behind. One behind. Man, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? People don't know, you know what I'm saying? I got people on here, you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing since childhood, and I appreciate all the support. Like I say, I'm monetized now, so you know what I mean, when you watch, go back and watch the other stuff, hit the like, hit the, you know what I'm saying, hit the you get down, my C day is June 5th. Oh man, you know what I'm saying, happy C day, you know what I mean, because on the 6th I'm having surgery. I'm gonna be high in the motherfucker. Man, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't like being cut on. It's to me, it's just another white boy that's trying to stab me. Am I wrong? But yeah, it's It's a lot. It's a lot. Hey, I was wondering why it's so hot up in here. I'm sweating. I see what it is. The window was closed. Hold on. Man, I can breathe again. All right. Now, if y'all hear any dogs barking, any trees falling, any cats screaming, don't tell nobody. No, I got the window open and we got, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of birds. I got a bunch of trees. I love my patio, man, my little fortress of solitude. Y'all need to go check that video out too. 40 MP's Bayload, baby load. Yeah, man, rest in peace, baby load. Man, that was a loss, man, because that was my dog. He was one of two people out of all the time I did that did what I asked him to do and went and checked on moms and did something for my mom while I was locked up, you know. And he was a real dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He got out of prison and went over to my mom's and gave my mom, you know what I'm saying, some money. And, you know what I'm saying, told, you know what I'm saying, whatever I need, you know what I'm saying, use that. And then he'll be back. And then he went and did what he did and went out of town and lost his life on a bad deal. But, you know what I'm saying, he's in a better place. He ain't got to worry about all this BS now. You know what I mean? Death is a part of life. Everybody got to go through it. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, got to end it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the end. Me personally, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's something else. The book says one thing. You know what I mean? That we're going. I'm blessed. So, you know what I mean? It says we're going. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure. I don't know what's gonna happen after this. Who knows? So we have faith and we trust and believe. That's one of the things me and the wife, you know what I'm saying, we work on all the time, you know what I'm saying, is trust and believe. Because if we trust and believe, you know what I'm saying, everything has worked out. Everything we've been through, everything when things get rough and bad and all that, you know what I mean, it's all messed up and then somehow it works out. Somehow something happens. Somehow something comes through. And it always happens that way. And thank you. Because like I say, this is living my best life. This is the most I've ever had. This is the best I've ever been doing. This is, I'm monetized on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you, because if the people wasn't watching my corny ass, then they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, be, you know what I'm saying, throwing them crumbs at me. I appreciate it. Every little bit helps, every little bit counts, and it all works. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like I say, I'm just trying to spread my hustle. Hey, death! I ain't the end. There's something beyond me. Death sent me $2. Man, I appreciate you, Death. And then I don't want to see you no more. Man, that's a cold handle, buddy. Man. Yeah. Oh, man, let me see. Oh, where is that at? So, let me see if I can pop this up real quick. So, Def, what you doing, man? What you got up for the weekend? Talk to me. Tell me something. I know you got something going on. Anybody? Anybody going once? Anybody going twice? Anybody at all? Nobody? Nobody? Nobody. What the hell? Sipping. You sipping? What you sipping on? I'm collecting souls in San Diego. Man, get up out of San Diego with that shit. You done took enough of them, man. You know what I'm saying? We just lost a little homie from the West. Just lost Big Bro. I don't want to lose no more, man. Go away. Go somewhere. Go find somebody else to mess with. I'm working on it. That ain't gonna do nothing. There it is. Found it. Okay. So now somebody asked for it. Where you at? You see it? All right, you can see it. So anyway, who was that? Cash App. There it is. I'm going out tomorrow. Little country 214. Where you going at? The lake's calling. Oh, that's what's up. You going fishing? So okay. No, babe. No. Vodka, Sunny D, rocks, and pop and man, look, there you go with that firewater, man. You gotta leave that shit alone. That shit'll kill you. You gotta be careful with that shit. Me personally, I think it's poison. I'm not a fan at all. But that's because my dad was alcoholic and he was not a happy drunk. But that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody, you got to do whatever works for you. You know, I don't tell nobody. I don't try and get nobody to do what I do. I'm just doing me. I'm trying to live my life the best I can. I'm trying to live as long as I can. I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to do better. I'm not eating poisons no more, and that's one of the big things. Sounds like my father and uncles. Hey, smart man. Listen to him. I'm trying, because it's scary with all the shit that they put in our food. You know what I mean? I didn't know about all of that, and now I'm learning about how they put. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our food is banned in other countries. Do people know that? And you still eat it though. You know what I mean? Because it's hard. I'm trying to find ways to get around it. Snow's hat. Snow's hat sent me $2. Hey, Snow's hat, good looking out. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because I try. Hey, I'm just trying to cover up this big ass head. You know? uh, I'm stealing Snow's shine right now. Snow's hat got it. Snow's hat. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate every little bit counts. So that's the thing. What we got? We got helpers right here. I could just look. I could just pop this up. There you go. Ooh. Oh yeah, you can see that. Anybody when you need it, let me know. I got it now. Look at my little helper. Come over here. Oh, don't you run from me. Thank you, my wife, my beautiful wife. She is always there for me. But nah, I'm just, what I'm saying, I've been out here living. Life is good. You know what I mean? There's struggles always. You know what I mean? But with struggle comes growth, comes progress. You just got to keep going, keep going, keep going. And I'm like the little train. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I know what happens if I get off track. I can't speak for nobody else. Hey, ask a bum. $2 for ask a bum. Good looking out. My brother gives to ask a bum. Did any Noors or sewers ever try to hit you up? You talking about Norteños or Serenos? What do you mean by hit me up? What I'm saying, I let everybody know. I have no choice. I have to let people know who I am because I don't fit in. When you look at me, you see one thing, but then in reality, I'm something else, and it's like what? And I've had white people come up to me on the yard like, "Hey, brother," like, "Man, I'm a Crip." I was like, "What? What?" And what I'm saying, think I'm joking, and I'll, target you in prison. North or south? Nah. Well, what I'm saying, I've been in black and Mexican riots, you know, and what I'm saying, if it's a black situation, I'm right. You know what I mean? I'm a front liner. You know what I mean? If you're a white Crip and you're in prison, you have to be aggressive. If you are passive and let shit go and let shit slide, something's gonna happen to you. I didn't trust. I was super, you know, I was playing mind games and people didn't understand. He said, let's celebrate the first super on my live stream. Oh, my brother Def got my first. Def gave me my first one. You're second. Who's gonna be third? I'm gonna ride with you, Key. Yeah, I know. Ask a bum. I ain't never, had problems with the Norteños. I've only been in a couple prisons where they were, when I first went, my first term, I went to Jamestown, and then there was some, they were in the hole and, on the yard. It was, I left there, went to Chino. They didn't have no Norteños there. Then from there, I went to Chuckawalla. They didn't have nothing there. I remember one came and he left right away. But yeah, the North and South, that was a whole, I've heard stories. I heard it was all over a pair of shoes. I don't know, but it was a lot of death and a lot of, fighting over. Okay. Excuse me. Let me turn that down. My bad, y'all. So yeah, like I said, I haven't been around them much, and then when I was, we ain't never had no problems. My my problem was mostly with the whites. Like I said, during that time, it was the Nazi lowriders, and you know, uh, they were the ones trying to make a name for themselves. So they were trying to, they was coming after white Crips. They were targeting them. They were coming. I got stabbed by them a couple times, and but I'm still here. So and I know one of the guys that stabbed me. He ended up going PC because apparently when he stabbed me in the back of the neck with like an ice pick, and it only went in an inch and a half. He was going for a kill shot in the back of and he missed, and he got me twice, but it only went in. One went in an inch and a half, and one went in an inch, and then I turned around and ended up breaking his jaw, and it just jumped on top of him, started pounding him out, and then the police came and tackled me. So then they took me, and when they pulled me off of him, he still had the knife in his hand. He was asleep, but he still had the knife clenched in his hand. And that's the thing, I seen blood on it. So I was like, I can't breathe. If you tell him you can't breathe, you get immediate medical attention. So, I had to, do whatever I could. Like I said, I'm playing mind games. I'm trying to live. And at the time, I'm reading Sun Tzu, The Art of War, and I was actually studying Islam for a couple years, trying to learn. I was trying to absorb anything I could, and there was some real intelligent Muslim brothers who, who were lacing me up. All respect, if you out there, you know who you are. I appreciate you, brother. I stayed alive because I figured a man has a plan for me. I don't. I to this day, uh, I know my plan right now is to take care of my family. That's my priority. So anything interfering with that, they got to deal with me, and I take my job seriously. People that don't know, now you know. I heard the Fresnex tried to get you. Fresnex, the yeah, I don't know. I don't know about. I know you're talking about Fresno, but I don't I don't know the Fresnex. I was up there. I was in Visalia. I was in a place called Visalia, and it was just a spur of the moment. I just driving, didn't know where I was going. I had a bunch of stuff on my mind, and a bunch of stuff was going on mentally, and my spot had got raided, and I didn't have a dope house no more. So I didn't have no place to live. So I was bouncing around, sleeping in the car, and I just, I had money. I had been, stacking. So I was good, and I just didn't know what to do. So I just jumped on the freeway, and I was thinking I was going to go to LA because my uncle and my grandmother lived in San Fernando Valley. And you know what I'm saying? When I got up there, I didn't want to get off the freeway. I just kept going. A lot was on my mind. I just kept driving, and then I drove over the Grapevine. And then I came down the other side, and it's just like I'm just driving, and I got hungry. So I pulled off to get something to eat, ended up meeting a female. One thing led to another. You know, it was all bad. I turned her house into the crack house, and her sister turned into a crackhead, and it was all bad. You know what I mean? You know, and then I got pulled over. I get pulled over, and I'm up there, and then the only time I leave is to go cop. Once I sell out, I go back to Dago, and then I go cop, and I come back, and then I just sit up here, and I do nothing until I sell out. And then, you know what I'm saying, you know, I bounce and I go back to Dago and I get some more and I come back and I'm doing good. And then I get caught up and I get pulled over by a redneck cop. And he tells me he knows I'm dealing drugs in his town. He doesn't know that I got drugs in the car. I have a gun under the seat. I'm I'm busted. I'm done. He got me. But he has no reason to search my car. He has no reason. He's, you know, so he tells me, I know you're the dope man and I'm going to get you. Well, when he told me that, I packed up everything, gone. I'm out of here and left. Went back to San Diego, had a pocket full of money, you know what I'm saying? You know, got me a place and, you know, continued on until I got caught up, you know, because when you having money and you living in the streets, that money don't last, you know. You're like a white Spice One, same energy. Hey, I like Spice One, man. Spice One got some good shit. uh Nah, I take that as a compliment. Ask a bum, I appreciate you. Nah, you know what I'm saying, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, you know, about the White Spice One, but you know, I think I got a little flavor. I think I'm a little special. I think I'm, you know what I'm saying, one of a kind, you know, it's only, you know. But at the same time, I think I'm like I'm the same as everybody else. I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to be a part of the group that I saw, you know what I mean, that I was around. These were the people I looked up to. So growing up in the neighborhood, you see the people, you know what I'm saying, with the fly cars, with the fly clothes, and then they go away for a while. Where'd they go? They went to jail. And that's the way it was, you know what I mean? You know, and that's what I saw growing up. And then I emulated that. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be like the big homie. I wanted a name and a reputation. You should watch some Danny Boy interview. Another white LA. Danny Boy, I'm gonna have to check that out. I ain't heard of him. White LA gang member who's found happiness in life. I'm gonna have to check him out. Ask a bum. He was the number 2 rapper in House of Pain. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check him out though. Danny Boy. If anybody else, you know what I'm saying, you know, go check out Danny Boy. Look, you know what I'm saying, you know, definitely one of a kind. Yeah, definitely one of a kind. My mom always said I was special. That don't say nothing about the little yellow bus I was riding. He was very tall. His real name is Danny Boy O'Connor. Yeah, that's a white. That's O'Connor. You remember House of Pain? I remember House of Pain. I remember House of Pain. Man, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, like I don't know. I ain't like, you know what I'm saying. I started doing YouTube, and one of the guys at work jokingly was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna have a Snow album." And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, you know, nah, man, I don't do music. I'm not, that's, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm just trying to tell stories and you know what I mean, you know, get in people's ear and let you know, you know what I'm saying, don't go to prison. But nah, you know what I'm saying, I'm working on a bunch of other stuff. I'm working on a book. I just had some people get at me about doing this movie, but I think they was trying to twist me because they wanted me to sign something without letting anybody check it out. So I didn't sign it, and then they kind of got, one of them got pissed off, and that pissed me off because, you know what I'm saying, I don't owe you nothing. You ain't giving me nothing for this. You want me to give away my story, and you know what I'm saying, nah, that ain't going down. You and Snow would do an album together. Oh, see, there you go, man. I hated that shit because every time that motherfucking name come up, they talking about all the inform. No, because that's the thing. Snow is cooler than a polar bear's toenails, man. So slick, motherfucker. Ski on it. Where you think they got the Winter Olympics from? Better ask somebody. I still. Snow was a real street dude, though. Okay, yeah, no, I don't knock him. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't believe. Now I say I'm one of a kind because I'm me, and there is no other me. But as far as that goes, you know what I'm saying? Other white boys from, you know what I'm saying? That grew up the way I grew up. It's a whole bunch of them. This has been going on forever. This is not a new thing. This is the same way, you know what I'm saying? I believe if you watch the show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Carlton. Carlton was the same way. He grew up with them. He grew up that way. That way, it wasn't nothing wrong. That's just the way he is. However you come up, however you develop, as long as you're, you know what I'm saying, proud of who you are, and you know what I'm saying, carry yourself with respect, you should get respect. So, you know what I mean, color don't mean nothing to me. I don't see color lines. I wasn't raised that way. Now I've seen the harshest realities of racism right in front of my eyes. This is, you know what I mean, the way it is. This is life. But you know what I'm saying? It's up to us. Everybody has a conscious choice, a conscious decision of what to do. And right from wrong. Everybody knows what's supposed to happen and what should happen. And if you allow some foofer shit to go and don't say nothing and don't, you know what I'm saying, assert your, you know what I'm saying, that's not right. You speak up. Everybody has the ability. Everybody has a voice. Everybody, that's like, you know what I'm saying, when we was in the pen, look, damn fool. Ain't nobody bigger than the sea, huh? Ain't nobody bigger than the sea. When it came down to SDC, we had a vote and everybody had a word. Everybody had a say. It wasn't no dictator. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, Now we had, you know what I'm saying, the people who was, you know what I'm saying, okay, they're going to make the decision, but they're going to bring it to the crowd and, you know what I'm saying, take their opinion into consideration. Nope, ain't nobody bigger than the sea, because when it comes down to it, the community has to do something. The community has to do something. Now, when you hear a Crip, when you see Crip, you know what I'm saying, anything, Crip, the C stands for community. We are a part of the community. We weren't. We weren't a good part. We weren't a good part. But we are a part of the community. You know what I mean? Our purpose was twisted and fucked up. And I got caught up in that. But I've learned better, and now I am responsible to do better. You know what I'm saying? I've learned, and it's up to me to say something. If I see some food for shit and don't say nothing, then I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Because I allowed it. You know what I mean? You know. But that's the thing, you gotta know, ain't nobody gonna speak up for you unless you speak up for yourself. If you speak up for yourself, then you know what I'm saying, other people can help you. But if you don't speak up for yourself and you allow this shit to go on and allow this shit to happen, then you have to take responsibility for the consequences that and repercussions that come. Because for every action, there's an equal and positive reaction. So that's, you know what I'm saying, you have no choice. Sean, what's up? Hey, I know I'm always right. Don't tell nobody. My wife don't believe me, but I say that shit. I'm always right. If I ain't right, I'm just left 3 times. Think about it. If I'm not right, I'm left 3 times. Yeah, you thought about that one, didn't you? Stop thinking about shit. Hey, I see them hearts popping up. I see them thumbs up. Thank you, people. Thank you, people. I appreciate everybody for watching. I appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? I am now monetized. So every little bit counts. Every little, you know what I'm saying, like helps. Every little, you know what I'm saying, every little heart, all that stuff helps. You know what I mean? And watch the commercials. I'm monetized. So now part of the way I get my monetization, my money is you guys watch commercials, and then you know what I'm saying, I get a little crumb, a penny here, or a nickel there. I'll take it. I ain't turning down nothing on my collar. You know what I mean? You hear me though. But then you know what I'm saying, I thank all the brothers who, you know what I'm saying, ask a bum, all the folks who drop some coin off. I appreciate you, you know what I mean? I don't like asking nobody for nothing, you know what I mean? But like I said, I'm a small time hustler just trying to make it. So look, if anybody see that right there, you can go right there to that Cash App and send me a few dollars, and it'll be greatly appreciated, be put to good use, and I won't smoke it or drink it. You have my word. You see that? You see what I said about Chicago and Milwaukee? No, what you say about Chicago and Milwaukee? You got that Cash App? Did you see it? You see it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Y'all see it. All right. Hey, so what'd you say about Chicago and Milwaukee? Ask a bum. I missed that. So you know what I'm saying? Damn fool. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? San Diego, man, it's getting hard out here, man. Everything costs. I'm getting kicked out of my place, and I'm getting a smaller place, but it's less footage, 200 feet less than what I have now, and I have to pay $1,000 more a month. They killing me, man. You know what I'm saying? I was doing good for a while, and now it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? They make it hard. I said Chicago and Milwaukee have a bunch of serious white gang members, but they generally rock with the Latino gangs. That's the thing. I don't think that's it. I think it's just wherever you are, wherever you know what I'm saying, whoever you function with. You know what I mean? That's like if you what is that white boy Rick. White boy Rick was in Detroit, right? White boy Rick, you know what I'm saying, he grew up over there. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. The movie that the people were trying to do is about that type of situation. That's why they wanted me in it. But I'm like, look, I'm gonna bring this, I'm gonna give you this. I got this, and this. I could fill up a parking lot full of Bloods and Crips and full of lowriders. You know what I mean? What you want to do? I can get them saying, I can have Bloods and Crips come together and be in the same situation together. Who does that? Any of the other guys, you know what I'm saying, can they do that? Can they go back to their hood? Because there's some people that can't go back to their hood. You know what I mean? And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of questionable. So, you gotta watch that. Cuz grew up in the hood for real. You know what I'm saying? You grew up with me, damn fool. Out here, the majority of white dudes are going to be with the Spanish Cobras or the MLDs and Latin Kings or some other Spanish gang. Yeah, but you got to get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? You got to think about it. It's not going to be easy for a white boy coming up in a black gang in anywhere. You know what I mean? Whether it's Chicago, Milwaukee, or anywhere. You know what I mean? Because it's a big divide. So when that situation happens, a lot has to come into play and keep going because it's a lot of people that you know what I'm saying left and just they don't want no parts of it no more. You know what I mean? But I'm from my community. My community saved my life. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it's people that took me in situations where, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't supposed to make it. And that's, we're not going to get into that. But it's situations where people, you know what I'm saying, save my life. You know what I mean? At right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, I say the biggest proponent that helped me has been the company that I work for. I work for the best company in the world. I work for HP Communications. And for people that don't know, that stands for Higher Power Communications. You know what I mean? The owner of the company, great man, you know what I'm saying, always, you know what I'm saying, does too much. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's done a lot. He's affected, you know what I'm saying, my life, helped me and my family, helped me get to where I am now. And without them and all the support that they've given me over the years, I'm talking about, you know what I mean? I worked for this company. I got out of prison in '06, and I got out after 12 years, 7 months straight. And I paroled from the hole, no pre-release, no, you know what I'm saying, preparation for getting out. You know what I mean? Just here's gate money, and here's a check of how much money you had left on your books, and get out. You know, hey, damn fool, good looking out, man. Good looking out, man. I go get it when I get the. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm trying to get this place. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to do a lot. Physical heart surgery is it's kind of hard right now, you know what I'm saying? But watch, stay with me, you know what I'm saying? Just watch. I tell you, I'm blessed by the best, and I'm praying for the rest. But you know what I'm saying, Pops keeps taking care of me. Every time, you know what I'm saying, things get rough, and that's I learned a lesson, because I learned a story about a lobster. And then, hey, HP Communications, we own you, Snowroc. You damn sure do. I love HP, man. HP been there for me. I mean, I say HP saved my life. If it wasn't for HP, I probably wouldn't be here right now. True story. They've been in my corner. They had my back, and I was mentally going through shit. You know what I mean? And the big dog. You know what I mean? We had Krista Tinga. He just passed. Not too. He lost a fight with cancer. Fuck cancer. But he lost his fight, and now he's up there watching over us. But he was somebody who was instrumental in my coming around, because I was just here. I was just here to get a check. And it was one day in the morning meeting. We used to stand in a circle and have a morning meeting in the yard. It'd be cold or whatever. You know what I mean? We're standing in a circle. And we be standing around telling, you know what I'm saying, and we get the whole story and go through all the safety and everything, because every morning there's a safety meeting for Monday mornings. And one day he said, if you're here just to get a check, this ain't a job for you. And I got scared, because I'm just here to get a check. I need a job. If I don't have a job, I don't get paid. If I don't get paid, I don't eat. If I don't eat, how am I going to live? If I don't get paid, then I'm going to have to go take somebody's stuff. If I don't work, then I'm going to have to go steal something from somebody. If I don't work, then I'm going back to Snowroc. And truthfully, people that really know Joey, people that really know Snowroc, don't want Snowroc back. And that's the real, you know what I mean? I look at it like this. When I was a kid, I was white boy Joey. And white boy Joey grew up hard. He got picked on, pushed around, and just ran amok. But he was a scared little kid. And then I used to say that Snowroc came and killed white boy Joey. But Snowroc can't kill white boy Joey. He's still a part of me. That's the thing. It was the evolution, because white boy Joey got picked on so much, got pushed around so much, got his shit took so much that he got tired of it. And Snowroc evolved. And Snowroc wasn't getting his shit took. Snowroc was taking your shit. Snowroc was whooping your ass. Snowroc, it was a change. And for people that know, damn fool, when I was a kid, white boy Joey was a buster. And that's the way I see it in my mind. Because he was soft. He would let people get away with taking shit or doing shit to him. and wouldn't stand up for itself. Snowroc had to come. Snowroc had to evolve. And then but it didn't know where to stop. And that's the thing. Snowroc took it too far. Snowroc didn't care about nobody else. Snowroc only cared about what Snowroc wanted. And how was you gonna help him get it? If you didn't help him get it, then you were in the motherfucking way. And that's the way it was. And like I said, Snowroc did what he had to do because Snowroc is a survivor. But white boy Joey, that little scared little kid, is still there. He's just not running shit. So Snowroc ran shit into the ground. Snowroc ran himself into a cage for almost 2 decades and sat in a box and then, you know, I'll be good. I'll be good. Don't nobody care. Ain't nobody listening. You're going to do that time. So that's the thing. I remember growing up. What was that song? What was that song? What was that show? The dude that killed somebody. Man, it was the dude Beretta. Remember, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. Man, look, they give you so much time for some stupid ass shit. And it's like the system is set up. It's a trap. We caught in the trap, and I was the dumb one, you know what I'm saying? Because I kept grabbing the cheese. And what did they do when you grab the cheese? Put you in a cage. You lucky you got in the cage because they was electrocuting people. They was, you know what I'm saying, they killed Big Tookie, But look, Charles Manson gets to live. Does that make sense? I don't know. But that's the thing. I think Tookie was too dark. You always had it in you. You would rob. He would rob. That's what he did. Yeah, they got You're on camera. Man, they got cameras everywhere. Ain't nobody got to worry about me robbing nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at work. I'm going to be at work getting it. So I'm going to be right here getting it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate, everybody that tapped in with a few bucks. Man, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I am so blessed. So blessed. Because, I'm trying to get it. This is a hustle. This is an avenue of income. And, I need to do whatever I have to do to, spread my hustle. Have you ever saved a youngster from going down the wrong path? I try to. I got some failed missions. I got some family friends that, is still incarcerated right now. I got, I try. I, I don't see it as I can go out and go to the hood and you guys shouldn't do this and you guys shouldn't do that because couldn't nobody tell me that. You know what I mean? I know that at that time my ears was closed. But look, I try and make it known, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, any of my homies. If you ain't even gotta be my homie, you can be a Damu. You can be, you know what I'm saying, a Southsider. You can be a skinhead. If you need some help, man, holla, reach out. You know what I mean? I'm here. I'll help anybody I can because I have hand ups, not handouts. That's the thing. I'll give you a hand up, but not a handout because that's just going to weaken you. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? A handout is if I teach you to fish, you can feed yourself for the rest of your life. If I give you a fish, you eat and then you go hungry tomorrow. So the goal is to teach. You know what I mean? Pass it along. So I'm on YouTube. Hey, somebody look at my story. Share this with somebody that you think needs it. Help me to help somebody else. I hope somebody's listening and they see what I'm talking about. I done been through it. I done spent over 20 years in the California prison system. Man, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Look, I done been through it. I was the guy, just like everybody else, in a cell when you get sentenced and you don't tell nobody. Everybody knows you got sentenced. You got time, you go into prison. But everybody also knows that when you go into that cell by yourself or even with your cellies and you put your face in that pillow, you're going to cry like a little baby. You're going to cry like a little baby, just like I did, just like everybody else did. That's the way it is. You have to deal with shit. The mental fuckery that goes on in prisons, jails, and it's not a pleasant thing. Manson was like 91. He was always going to be evil. Yeah, but that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? But Tookie was writing children's books. Tookie had changed his life. Tookie could have talked some people out of it. Tookie could have helped a whole lot of people. But what did they do? They killed Tookie. Look at the case, man. Look at the case. Look at the facts. Don't go by what I say. It was people like Jamie Foxx. It was a whole bunch of actors that was, you know what I'm saying, people don't know. Tookie was in Lancaster because Tookie was going to court. So if Tookie goes to court, his court is in LA. So when he goes to LA, he goes to Lancaster, level 4, ad seg, and he's locked in the hole. And then they pick him up there and take him to court and bring him back. Well, I just happened to be in Lancaster, and I was I was in the hole when Took was there. He was in the cell over top of me. So we had a chance to chop it up, you know what I mean, through the vent. And you know what I'm saying, he laced me up with some game, you know what I mean? He was a real one. But he wasn't with the bullshit. He was about doing something better because it got twisted. Community revolution in progress. We weren't part of the community. We weren't part of the revolution. We weren't even in progress. We were just doing what we wanted to do, running amok. We were supposed to be stewards of the community to protect the community. That's what it was. Crip was created for. That was the get down. Well, I know you from the streets to the pen. Yeah, we did time together. Man. But look, I'm not here to be bragging and telling people, you know what I'm saying, I did this or I was with this person. I'm not a name dropper. That's not my get down. I'm not here to brag and boast that I did this and I did that. And you know what I mean? If you want to hear what I did, listen to the other people's story because they tell them better than I can anyhow. I tell you, you know what I'm saying, I'm living my best life. This is the best I've ever been doing. And this is a struggle right now. You know what I'm saying? Financially, I'm going through it. But I know that if I keep pushing, if I do my best at everything I do, and I don't give up, and I don't quit, and I don't stop, then I'm going to get there. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying, am blessed. I have breath. I woke up this morning. My everything works. My shoulder's a little messed up right now, but they're gonna be fixing it. I'm gonna have surgery and they're gonna take care of it. But it's a little messed up right now. But I'm still living my best life. I'm still doing better than I've ever done. Blessed for real, man. You ain't lied. You know what I mean? Because people don't understand. I've been to the bottom. This is nowhere near it. This is a little struggle. This is a little bump in the road. This is a beginning because it's nowhere but up from here. You know what I mean? People don't understand. I've been fighting and fighting and fighting. I don't have to fight no more. I don't have to fight no more. I don't want no problems. Peace. And if you don't understand, this is my peace. The other one's for you. And you can take that one with you. I don't care where you take it. I don't care. It's all yours. I got 3 daughters because, hey, you are blessed, man. You are blessed. You're supposed to be there to take care of those 3 daughters. So put that damn drink down and make sure they had the best. I wish I could do more for my girls because they deserve the best. You know what I mean? My wife, my family, these I don't look. I am so lucky that God brought him into my life. I didn't deserve him. Ask somebody, they know. But no, me and the wife, we done been through, you know what I'm saying? We've been together almost 15 years, 16 years, something like that. We've been married for 5.5. But you know what I'm saying, like I said, I have trust issues, and it took a long time for me to let go, you know. But that's like, you do that thing where you just fall backwards and you just think somebody's gonna catch you. I ain't never been able to do that. My wife is a little woman, you know what I'm saying, but she catch me. She got me. And I know that, you know. And that's enough for me, you know what I mean? It just keeps me going. And that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? No matter what we get through, we keep getting through stuff. And it's stuff that, man, is it, it was a lot. It was a lot. You know what I mean? Like I say, I've been home almost 7 years now. This is the longest I've been out since I was 9 years old. People don't know that, but that's a long time. Man. But this is the beginning. I'm doing a life sentence out here. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm done. I'm done giving my time away to a cage, because I spent too much time in a cage. All right, all right. I got you. So my thing is, man, it's already been an hour. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. So look, people, it's been a while, man. I've been on here almost 2 hours. It's time for me to go get some air. Really, I'm supposed to go get some grub. Your boy hungry, and your wife already came in and told me food was ready. And I'm starving like Marvin. So look here, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be live every Friday. So y'all check me out. Fridays live with Snow. So look here, before I go, anybody got any questions? Last minute, last questions. What you got? What you want to know before I go? Because I'm gonna go for show. I'm gonna go eat. I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. You know it. All right, everybody. Y'all be safe and stay out the way.